Hi class, I wanted to give you some video feedback. Even if I've seen these already, I want to show you what it looks like for someone to go through your site as a site visitor. So I'm going to jump in, we're going to look at the user experience and see if there's anything that was left off as far as the requirements, all right? Okay, jumping in. Well done, Stefan. The cinematographer is up here in your header. Everything is there. Logo clear. Not too much content. You've given us descriptions. This may not be the best place for this. This probably can go on your about, and then that will be fine. It's beginning to feel like it should be describing something, so let's move that to your about. Let's see what you have here. May have to edit that though, so I'm not sure the best place for that. Yeah, you could say more work on this link, but this should be in your about that you studied cinematography, and I'm guessing. Okay, I don't really see it here, and this probably could be a place for it. Let's see what if this is great though. This is perfect. The right amount of content, professional image. Okay. And you've got assets describing everything. Well done. Very good there. Always make sure your lettering can be read. I know there it's probably not something you can change that much, but this is perfect. Absolutely good. You do want to make it to where the user decides whether or not to place something, because you never know where they're going to be, and they may not, they may be in a public place. So that's something you want to work at. Okay. Set them to where they're not automatically playing. Now maybe I accidentally hit it. Let's see. Yeah, they're playing automatically, so just make sure they're not on. But otherwise, you've really done a great job of curating your work here. This gets a little stacked. You may not need that here. That could be in your footer. They want to get into seeing the facts and what it is you do. A little bit of space there, maybe. This isn't so bad here. It works a little better, but let's see, if I click on this, I should have the about right there. Yeah, it's just a little crowded on the home page when this is there as well. Excellent job linking up. Okay, yeah, a little bit of space there. It needs a little more under the logo and not so much there. Maybe it can stay there. Good, perfect. Takes a minute to load. Okay. Nice, Akira. Okay. All right. Well done. Great job. Very, very little to do now. All right. Good work. Julio. Let's not underline that. It feels like a link whenever we do that. Let's make sure that your name is in the header and what you do, which is perfect. I can see that. A little space here needed so that doesn't feel like an L and it doesn't feel like one word. We've got different fonts here than here. Makes it a little hard to read. This is a little bold. Probably smaller text would work with that. Okay, good job. You could use this text throughout. It's legible. Good job. Let's update this, all right, to 2025. Make sure that's in your footer, which means it'll be on every page if it is. Okay, there it is. Okay. All right, clean. Quite a lot of clicking. Drop down and clicking. They may not stop to do that. This works, okay? So that's how you want to have your previous page as well. And I would put those, I would go ahead and have this as scrolling. Don't like a lot of scrolling, but if they're just like this, 3 pieces will be fine, okay? Rather than a drop down, all right? I have a feeling this was just an accident because your others aren't like that. You're going to have your name up here in the header. Okay, just a few edits, important ones, you know, the year and things like that. I'm bringing this up here. You don't want to, you're going to have a space, right? So it doesn't break in the wrong place, but you're going to put it in your header and make it a little easier to read. All right? All right, so well done. Okay, Clark, I don't see a link that was to your Get feedback, which provides me a mobile link for you. I'll double check it, but let's just take a look at this. Okay, you're linked up, very good. You've got your 2025. I like Brain Scribbles as a name. But you do need to put what you are here. If it's illustration, then put that there. If it's writer, put that there, okay? But you're going to have to spell it out for people and have it on every page here. The login, you can remove that. Just select it and delete it. Okay. Generally, you're going to want to left align your stories. Once we have more than a few lines, it becomes a paragraph, and paragraphs are easier for people to read if they're left to right, all right? And left align. I think I did read that one. Making sure, you want to make sure that it's within the content policy, and I believe you discuss a gun here. So I think that you may have to edit this down for the program, okay, because I'm aware of what the content policy is for DCBS. I worked with them initially to help write it. So yeah, we're going to have to be a little more vague about that or take some things out, okay? If you want to sample, just have a sample, but let's not depict anything that has to do with a pistol. You might get away with it because you're not showing it on screen, but but you do want to be very careful. Okay, left align, left align. All right, so that's what you want to do. It's a lot of scrolling. People who like to read don't mind. But this is a little hard to work out. I would suggest, it's not that I don't like the image could go somewhere, but behind this text it isn't working unless you have, you know, maybe an orange transparent box behind it or something so that we can read the lettering, okay? All right, so I'll have to double check, but I don't think we've got a mobile option here. And that's going to be really important, all right? Okay, let's see here. Check out, there's a couple of things. You want to remove this logo, that's the template, and make sure that you have a wide enough column that this isn't line breaking and breaking up a name. Take off the book online, move the contact last, and this font needs to be a sans serif. The serif of this font is too difficult to read. It has very thin lines. Okay, let's take out this. It's a placeholder. Yeah, let's remove that. And so take this button out, take this out. This, because it's linking, is going to be where most of the About bio is. On your home page, you would have just a very brief little section that links over to reading more. Okay, it's just a little introduction. And that video link is that button's in the way here. Okay, it's not placed in the right place, and these aren't right. Okay, documentary is going to the short films. I would take these off. Just take that strip out because they're not correct there. This goes to commercial, and it's not needed, not yet. And let's see, you've got your copyright date, that's great. And you're linked up, very good. Make sure this is a Google Voice and not your, cell phone. You could say, and let's collaborate and bring your, creative vision to screen rather than duplicating that. Okay, I want to make sure we've got information on these. Okay. Got to check your gallery. We need to have content about each of these. Okay. And no coming soon. Okay. Anything like that is taken out. All right. Delete anything like that. This is linking to short films instead of commercial. There should be an anchor line that that's probably right here at the top of this, and you want to drag it up here so that when you select commercial, it lands here. Narrative, looks like you could possibly just take that out. It's not going to anything, okay? It's going to basically the commercial. So you want to take this out and probably don't need that page. Okay. You could rename this to home and then there may be an anchor here that you can bring up to here. That should be called narrative. Probably the anchor, probably name that. Delete this back here. It's either shopping cart, probably. Delete this. This is all placeholder. Get rid of all that. You won't be able to use your site with a lot of placeholder or any placeholder. So delete this page. Go into your pages and menu and just delete it. Also delete the book online. Usually in your pages and menu, there'll be a column here that students pretty much ignore, and then your pages. You can go over here in that second column and take out the bookings, the portfolio, and those kinds of added pages. All right. Take out this sans serif. Take this out. Take that out. It's always easy to add all these things back when you have the material, but you don't want to have a coming soon page. It's not the 80s and 90s anymore. We can build sites and add things later. And then your contact will be last, which is where it needs to be when you take these out. All right? All right, so a few more hours, mostly functionality. I do want to see your assets listed. Okay, you have a little bit here, but I want to see, yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, you've got the hard part there. It's just going to be linking up some of your functionality, where your menu is landing and things like that, and taking out some content, making things readable. All right. Great job, everybody. Really happy to see where you're going. Keep working at this. You're going to be happy with what you have, and it's going to enable you to send people to your site and see your work. All right. Contact me through the feedback with any questions whatsoever. All right. Have a great afternoon.